Top 10 Most Motivational Sports Anime. Who's ready to play some sports? Well, these guys are in our top 10 most motivational sports anime list. And by the time this video is over, you'll be dying to get stuck into some sports yourselves. So let's dive in. Number 10, Yowamushi Pedal. If the pedal in the title doesn't give it away, then you might be surprised to learn that this anime is all about the sport of cycling. Even though there are hardly any anime about this particular sport, Yowamushi Pedal proves that it can be done, and it can be done well. The main protagonist of the anime, Sakamichi Onoda, isn't what you'd call conventional. Sakamichi is an otaku who originally wanted to join his school's anime club to make friends who liked the same kind of things that he did. Unfortunately, it was disbanded. Forced to find another hobby, Onoda decides to try out for the bicycle racing club, where he impresses his friend and fellow classmate so much with his natural abilities that he begs him to join. Once in his new club, Onoda starts to make a group of great new friends, along with a few memorable enemies, as they all compete to become the best cycling team. This is a fairly realistic and comedic take on the cycling sport, with a cast of great characters and a fun premise that will have you wanting to make your own cycling team. Number 9. Welcome to the Ballroom. For lots of people, ballroom dancing doesn't seem that fun, but the anime Welcome to the Ballroom puts a spin on the traditional idea of ballroom dancing and makes it enjoyable and mesmerizing to watch. The anime is not only unique in its premise, but there aren't that many series about dancing out there, but it also has a notably exaggerated animation style that captures the movements of the dancing incredibly well. The story revolves around a normal high school student called Tatara. One day, he is saved from bullies by a professional dancer, and though he initially doesn't have any interest in ballroom dancing, he soon discovers a natural talent for it and eventually becomes incredibly passionate about the sport. If you love beautiful anime with a bit of a softer side to them, unlike an action-packed sports anime, then this is definitely the one for you. Number 8. Ace of Diamond. Being the most popular sport in Japan, this list would be incomplete without at least one anime dedicated to the sport. And what better baseball anime is there than Ace of Diamond, with 126 episodes and 5 OVAs. This series has tons more episodes than most other sports anime, and is seen as one of the best baseball anime out there. Even though Ace of Diamond is a sports anime, it definitely has a shonen-like vibe to it, and with some of the characters' eyes even turning red or blue when they get fired up. This awesome series follows the story of Agent Sawamura, a high school student who is recruited to an elite high school where the best baseball players go to hone their skills. But with so many highly skilled players out there, can Agent match their abilities and become one of the best players ever? You'll have to watch to find out. With epic sound effects and a lovable cast of characters, you'll soon be wanting to sign up to join your own baseball team. Kind of a problem here. If you guys don't like this video, Senpai won't notice me. Oh, phew. Thanks for clicking like. I'm sure he'll look at me now. Number 7. Chihayafuru. As weird as it might seem, the Japanese card game Karuta is actually considered a sport, and this is an anime dedicated solely to it. Chihayafuru tells the story of a young, strong-willed girl called Chihaya Ayase, who decides to set up a Karuta club in her high school, with the goal to get to the national championships, with members who have the same passion for the sport as her. In her journey to accomplish her dream, Chihaya reunites with her childhood friend, who she convinces to join her club. The two work together with the aim to beat their other childhood friend, who is the grandson of a master Karuta player. What might seem like a simple and boring card game quickly takes on a whole new meaning and level in this awesome tension-filled sports anime. Not only that, but this is one of the few sports anime that actually has a female protagonist, which makes it quite a unique experience. Number 6. Kuroko's Basketball. If you're a fan of basketball, then this anime is for you. Kuroko's Basketball was adapted from a manga with the same name back in 2012, and it has since become a favorite amongst anime sports fans. The story focuses on a junior high basketball team with 5 prolific players, called the Generation of Miracles. After they graduate and start high school, they all end up going their separate ways. Enter Tetsuya Kagami, a skilled player who has traveled all the way from America in order to compete with the Generation of Miracles. Known for its smooth animation and intense basketball moves, Kuroko's Basketball is a whirlwind of awesome games and intense matches that will have you losing track of time. And although it might not be the most realistic sports anime in terms of how basketball is actually played, it's still a fun and adrenaline-pumping show that will have you wishing to play along. Number 5. Run with the Wind. Who doesn't love a bit of running? Okay, so maybe it might not be for everyone, but after watching Run with the Wind, maybe you'll definitely want to give it another go. The story is a relatively simple one. It follows the journey of a group of college students who decide to run the Hakone Ekiden, a famous university-level track marathon, and how they develop as characters. But it's the execution of this anime where it really shines. Every episode focuses on either the growth of a character, the growth of the team, or a major cliffhanger that leaves you wanting more. Like most sports anime, there are some unrealistic moments, but for the most part it stays true to the spirit of running and gives an authentic and refreshing look at a more unusual kind of sport. Number 4. Ping Pong the Animation. If you're into sports anime, then you've probably heard about the next one. Ping Pong the Animation is a unique original anime that's not really been seen before. The story follows two boys, nicknamed Peko and Smile, as they compete to become the best table tennis players in the world. Much like other anime in this genre, there are epic showdowns between characters and some very tense moments where you don't know who is going to win the game. What really makes this anime stand out, though, is its incredibly unique and sometimes abstract animation style. Instead of the art being clean-cut, the animation is more rough around the edges, with even the ping pong ball not being completely round sometimes. The show took a lot of risks when it was made, as it has no fan service, nor any cute anime characters. But did the risks pay off? Well, 100% yes, and fans were left with a fresh, new, and interesting anime about ping pong, which, to be honest, left some of us wanting to give the game a go ourselves. Number 3. Haikyuu. Probably one of the most popular sports anime out there. If not the most popular, even if you haven't actually watched the show, chances are you've heard about it. The sport that the anime focuses on is volleyball, and more specifically, men's volleyball. But you don't have to be a fan of the sport to love the anime, although you probably will be by the time it's over. The story follows Shoyo Hinata, a young high schooler who has fallen in love with the game of volleyball. When he joins his new high school, he decides to try out for the school's volleyball team, and that's where his journey to become the best volleyball player ever begins. One of the key things that really hooks fans into this series is the way the relationships of the characters change and develop as the anime progresses, along with epic volleyball matches as well, of course, which will leave you on the edge of your seats as you cheer for your favorite team to win. If there's any anime that will get you into a sport, then this is definitely one of them. Number 2. Slam Dunk. Another basketball anime now, and possibly the most popular and well-recognized one, all the way back from 1993. Slam Dunk is a classic anime that focuses on the character Hanamichi Sakuragi. Like many young boys, Hanamichi decides to join his school's basketball team in order to impress a girl that he likes. But this is a sports anime, and he ends up falling in love with basketball. Building on his newfound passion, Hanamichi gathers other students like him, misfits and delinquents, with the goal to polish them into the best basketball team in the country. Will they be a slam dunk, or will they fall foul on the mark? Give the anime a watch to find out. Before we give you our number 1 most motivational sports anime, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to get even more great content from Anime Dive. Taking the top spot for our most motivational sports anime is a series that has been going since 1989. Fighting Spirit, otherwise known as Hajime no Ippo, was first introduced as part of the weekly Shonen magazine and has since been adapted into an anime with almost 100 episodes. The story revolves around Ippo Makunuchi, a timid high schooler who spends his time helping his mother run their family business. Unfortunately, Ippo is the victim of bullying. One day after being beaten up quite badly, a professional boxer called Mamoru Takamura intervenes and saves the small boy. Awed by his strength, Ippo decides that he wants to become a professional boxer as well. Thus starts one boy's epic journey to boxing greatness. The story is well loved by lots of fans, and if you're a fan of the Rocky films, then you might want to give this anime a go, as it follows a similar premise of a down-and-out protagonist who slowly betters themselves to be the best that they can be. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what your favorite sports anime is in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get even more awesome top 10 videos from Anime Dive. And we'll see you next time.